It's another night. It's another night. Great evening to you all. Yo, check this. It's January 5th. You still on this? Been keeping true to the new routine I've added to the year. You know, that waking routine. Kind of sort of what I was doing while I was arrested for like 30 or 20 something days in Panama and shit during my trip. But you know, establish a new routine out there while I was in there. Didn't have nothing else to do but like sleep or just chillax. So I would wake up every day and do like 500 reps of different in total, right? Calves, legs, chest, back, abs, you know, 5 major basic muscle groups. So I've kind of been applying it this year, or since like December 28th, since I usually start any resolution that I have planned already around these times, especially days before they're even meant to, or any time that I want to apply something. But yeah, been doing it. Hasn't been the best, but I've been doing it. Looking to up it up. Probably just start tomorrow, not even next week. We're just gonna maybe start tomorrow. But yeah, man, it's been a good year. It's been a good year, that's for. Told myself I wanted to make a video every day, you know, whether it is 5 minutes, 1 minute, 10 minutes, an hour, and upload them daily onto YouTube. Since we wasn't able to start exactly on the first this year on YouTube, we'll probably aim for the whole year on YouTube next year. But we was able to start on the first here on the IG. So, hey, the way I've been going about them is basically I just been figuring out the most insightful posts that I think, you know, can be expanded upon. Since I usually write most of the things, I don't make that many videos unless I'm like running high on my own energy after a workout or something like that, or I'm cooking and I'm extra excited. But yo, check it. Change your story. That's, you know, change your story, change yourself. You change your story, you change yourself. You change the story you're telling yourself about yourself, and everything about yourself gonna change. Y'all gotta forgive me. I put a little bit of THC in my oatmeal that I was just eating, and I haven't had any in almost a year. I just had some oil laying around. But yeah, you get the message. Check it. Instead of being the victim, because we can often play the victim. Oh man, ain't nobody more melodramatic than us humans. Oh, y'all be seeing them little dogs going crazy and y'all think they melodramatic. Nah, ain't nothing more melodramatic than a human. Oh man, all these emotions. That's all these things are. It's just emotion. It's like an emotional memory card. Whatever we feel, whatever our parents are, you know, those that came before us felt and passed on, that's like what we feel, and we express it in that way. Some of us are ridiculous about it. Yo, so instead of being the victim or possibly the villain in your own story, aim to be the hero and protagonist. You get what I'm saying? Thank the Most High, you know, that universal source that guides and directs us so well. Even though I felt like a pussy or a coward a lot of the times growing up, I thanks to life, I never felt like a victim. You know what I'm saying? Though I didn't get a lot of what I probably wanted, maybe needed, but thank God I didn't. You know, growing up from mom or the father that wasn't there, I thankfully never played the victim. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't either. The victim is sometimes often worse than the villain. You know what I'm saying? Because it really destroys you. Um, but don't identify with the villain, because at the end of the day, the villain ends up dying with nobody loving them. So you know what I'm saying? Aim to be the hero. If not the hero of somebody else's life, at least the hero of yours. All right? And the protagonist, the main actor, man. Don't ever allow yourself to become an extra or a stunt double for somebody else and somebody else's story and somebody else's life. All right, don't make anybody more important than yourself, and hold everybody else with the same regard and esteem, you know, and respect that you would like others to do to you as well. Um, in a way, you kind of gotta be selfish to be selfless. You really won't understand how to value other people until you learn to value yourself. It all starts with self. And once you learn to value yourself, then you can truly be selfish in an unselfish way. You get what I'm saying? So be selfish in a selfless way, so you don't end up being selfless in a selfish way to yourself and to other people, because you're always expecting things, because you are being selfless in a selfish way. Get the gist? Instead of being an extra or in someone else's story, aim to be the main character, and also the main character that encourages others to do the same in their own lives. Y'all get what I'm saying? Be an encourager, be a motivator, be an inspirer, be an influencer, be an informer. Invite other people into your circle. Illuminate them with your light, with great knowledge and wisdom, things that are of, good rapport, as the good book says. Lovely things, enriching things, empowering things. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, compassion and truth. This is another thing that I touched upon today. Transitioning from change the story you tell about yourself to yourself, and things about you will change. We're gonna go into compassion and truth today. I touched upon that. I heard one time in a video, it was kind of like a creepy, crazy CIA video. What it's supposed to, like, files reveal, and I watched it just to see what the message was gonna be of the video. Whether it is real or fake. And the CIA agent was like, asking the alien, what's since you know so much about life, and you come from the future, what have you discovered about the universe? And the alien came back and told him the only two things that exist is compassion and truth. And that always stuck with me, like that out of that scene, fake or real. And I actually believed it, because of how, the way that it was talking. It was like compassion and truth are the only two things that exist. And he's like, and then he alluded to not being from another planet, but actually being from Earth, and that they're just here to observe. But going back to the theme, y'all probably already watched that shit. Compassion and truth. Many think that ruthlessness, such as anger, fear, hate, wrath, and the willingness to kill, is power. But they don't understand that true power is truth and compassion. I.e., love, courage, and willpower over our own lives is where true power lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where true power lives. And our ability as conscious beings, having this human experience, having the capacity to fully put our willpower into action. You know what I'm saying? Through the I am, through the imagination of man. You get what I'm saying? And actually manifesting into this physical reality what we truly want to create. You know what I'm saying? By being masters of ourselves and alchemists. You know what I'm saying? That we can transmute the fires within ourselves to the point that we're actually producing something that nobody has ever seen, heard, read, or just felt. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where true power lies. In your ability to compassionately express the truth in such a way that it reaches the greatest number of people around the world, and that they're able to comprehend your message so coherently that they're left like, wow, I've been waiting 5, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I prayed about this yesterday, and then you come through and boom. I understand this. A fearful, hateful person will risk life to kill. Meaning a hateful and fearful person will risk their life for death, to kill somebody, right? A loving, compassionate person will risk death for life. A person that loves will risk their life for the life of their loved ones. And a lot of times those individuals that do take those kind of risks, they end up coming out the other end unscathed and alive. Whereas these individuals, the fearful one that risk life for the purposes of taking another life, for death, for hate, for fear, for whatever it is, most of the times they die, and they die a violent and gruesome death. You know what I'm saying? So stay true. Balance is key, all right? And stay truth. Trust and believe in the Most High in all, and you will be a greater thing than you'll ever believe yourself possible. Simple as that. Trust in the Most High within you, that higher self that sits upon your subconscious mind and guides and directs you, you know what I'm saying, in the right way. Because it tells you have the ability to choose, though. That's the most spiritual thing of humans, that we don't act on instinct like animals. We can act on intuition. We have the ability to pick whether we want to listen to our mind or we want to listen to the higher mind, the supreme intelligence, you know what I'm saying, that higher consciousness. God, if you want to put it into simple terms. You get what I'm saying? Or you could listen to your mind, that lower vibrational frequency, you know what I'm saying, that goes with instinctual and animal behavior. Because we're God, consciousness, infinite intelligence, using our satellite brain, or we're animal, stomach, eating, instinct, sexual pleasures, procrastination, slothfulness, resting, sleeping, just going back to the minimum. We have choice. So we have the choice right here. Whatever our heart truly feels or truly wants, or our soul, or what the spirit needs. So, hey, I want to end it with this. You gotta start looking at your employment differently. All right, family. I heard this. I think it was from will.i.am, the artist, and he was talking about how his mom was telling him, like, you need to get a job, da 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 da. And he said, because I can't take this for myself, I didn't come this up. He said, Mom, I already have a job. Actually, I have a career. And I added, I have business enterprises, schools, and charities at work. I'm just not getting paid yet. Y'all get the gist. Yo, it's all mental, family. But you gotta keep the body in check. You right? I'm gonna hit y'all with these 5 before we take off with this. We're out. Yo, first of all, thanks be to the Most High and divine intelligence which governs life, because this great content that I created here, to toot my own horn. But I had this intention today that I'm no longer gonna come on camera ever with low energy. I'm always gonna come excited, because I know that there's a reason to why I am setting these high expectations for myself and setting these goals up for myself. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I always want to be like that. I never want to half-ass anything. Not even in training do I like doing that. And I think it was yesterday, the day before yesterday, I kind of felt a little bit whatever, and I didn't come back with the same energy. So I'm gonna apologize to whoever watches that video, and I'm gonna apologize to myself for being a, because yeah, man, life is crazy. So, like I said, I'm gonna touch upon these 5 last things, right? Body, physique. I'm gonna touch on 5: body, mind, soul, spirit, soul, and vision, purpose. So body. Your body is your temple. Your body is your avatar. Your body is your vehicle. It is a tool. You get what I'm saying? Because it's made out of earthly materials. It is a tool, just like we make hammers, just like we make homes. Your body is a tool. It is your house. It is your temple. It is your vessel. It is your avatar. Woo! Yeah. I just hit y'all with some serious shit right there. All right. Your mind. Your mind. It is the governor. It is the ego. All right. It is the little I am. The microcosm within the macrocosm. It is a satellite. You get what I'm saying? It is like a radio station. It is like a TV music or video distribution center. It's like a library. Your mind is what we call the devil. Right? Your mind is going to play tricks on you. That's why there's the saying, your mind will play tricks on you. Your mind is like the devil. You get what I'm saying? It's like Satan, Lucifer, whatever names you want to give it, because your mind can make you think that you are above and greater than what is, and you ain't. You're an extension of the universe. And your mind and these physical vessels can trick you. And in tricking your mind, it tricks your spirit or your soul, which weakens your spirit. So you become soulless and you're disconnected from the spirit realm. You just think you're a body, and once you die, you die. You don't have any beliefs or ideas or greater creations of an afterlife, because that's all afterlife. So our afterlives are things that we create for ourselves, for the soul to travel and to be able to come back if it wants to come back with knowledge and with a sense of wisdom. But the body again has full control, and if you don't control the mind and the body, then they're gonna discombobulate, and you're gonna get jacked up in this reality. You're gonna end up on addictions. You're gonna end up taking on practices that are not conducive to the proper development of yourself as a human. But I'm talking hella smack right now. But yo, check it. Your mind must be nurtured through knowledge, through experiences, through relationships, through putting your body through physical challenges, and by listening to people that make sense. You know what I'm saying? So, and your body, again, your body is a temple, so you got to clean it, you got to eat right, you got to exercise it, you got to do a lot of things to maintain this body. You got to challenge it daily, whether it is big or small. Big or small. You get what I'm saying? So, health, as it comes to the body, answering somebody's question, the primary things that you should be eating is plants. You know, our biological structure is that of a herbivore, not an omnivore or a carnivore. It is that of a herbivore. It doesn't mean that we can't survive on animal products. It just means we aren't meant to thrive. You know, we men can survive without women, but we are never going to thrive without women. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can survive without the things that we create, but we thrive through the things that we create. So for humans, if you're gonna eat and you want to vibrate at the highest level, you know what I'm saying, away from fear and all these other things that are and debilitating diseases and syndromes and cancers that are produced by consuming animal flesh, then, you know, consume it moderately. And if you're going to consume it with alcohol. Not saying do an exorbitant amount of alcohol daily, but consume somewhat, you know, a glass of wine or hard liquor at night after you're done with your meat, so it can help it digest quicker. But you know, the best diet for humans is raw. Beets cooked. Then there's some plants that should be cooked and that are actually best cooked to activate certain properties. But raw, you know, fruits breaking your day, your fast with fruits. You have vegetables for protein and calcium. You have nuts for a lot of proteins and fats. You have other fruits like avocado, coconut that have a lot of fat for muscle building. So there are many different ways, and man, there's many different, like, there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of books, a lot of YouTube channels you can go and watch and learn how to cook healthy. You know what I'm saying? But that's, you know, that's best. Fruits, seeded, everything seeded, nothing seedless, because you don't want nothing GMO. You come from a seed, and you carry seeds within you. So you want your seeds at as healthy as and as optimist. So, you know, eat healthy, exercise daily, you know, minimum 10 minutes, minimum 10, 15 minutes, you know, maximum, you can go up to 4 hours, 5 hours, depending on what you're trying to achieve. And if you're doing any kind of competitive art practices. But as it relates to the mind, daily, nurture it, write, journal. That's how you feed your mind. Your soul, man, meditate. Your soul and your spirit, meditate, visualize. Take on practices of martial arts that actually build up courage and honor and commitment and hardship, that, you know, actually nurture your soul and your spirit and make it stronger, so that you can make better decisions through the right use of your will and your discipline and your power, your ability to do things even when they are tough and when you don't want to do them. And, you know, emotionally, like I said, do hard things that challenge you, things that you don't really want to do. Maybe working a job might, like, you make yourself go work a job for a certain amount of years on purpose, so that you can learn emotional intelligence. Or you can learn emotional intelligence by dealing with the wrong fucking women on purpose, but, you know, on purpose with a purpose, because you want to see if you can, like, really not lose your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing women and children really teach men, is emotional intelligence. Your ability to not lose your cool on anyone, man, at any point in time, in any place. You got full control over or a great deal of control and restraint of your emotions, you know, because these bodies are emotional memory cards. You can't just burst into tears anywhere. You can't, as a man, you can't just burst into tears. You can't just burst into complaints, into pitying yourself, into feeling sorry for yourself. And, you know, you got to be able to give love, compassion, and at the same time without feeling weak. You know what I'm saying? Because those are not weak feelings. You have to have a lot of inner strength to be able to, you know, express that kind of emotion. And you're not going to sacrifice your life for somebody you don't love. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that we got promised when we came into this life is that we're going out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't staying here forever. These bodies at least aren't. Our memory can last a long time. You know, you can look at the life of Yeshua and many other greats, Mahatma Gandhi, you know, Buddha, Amen Ra, which is, you know, one of the oldest words in the English and other languages. And we say it and we think, no, that's the name of a great individual from like 10, 15,000 years ago that just did something that, you know, it hit people like that. Or 3,000, I don't know. But you get the gist. That's it, you know, and then as you're working on all the other aspects, you can also build your financial literacy, your vision, visualize, learn to visualize. Even if you don't know financial literacy and you don't have the money to get books, you can at least visualize on who it is that you want to be, what it is that you want to do, why it is that you want to do these things. You know what I'm saying? The when, and the where will become apparent the more you learn your why. The why it is that you want the things that you want for yourself, that you want to do the things that you want to do for yourself and others. Why? Once you start getting your why, your what in your house will become more apparent, and so will the when and the where. You get what I'm saying? Oftentimes setting timelines really messes it up, but it's also not, you're not gonna mess up by setting the timelines. It's just don't get hard on yourself if it doesn't happen when you expected it to happen. Never take anything personal, you know. Um, uh, we're not like we're not like nature. We're not like the plants. The plants, we already kind of have a set schedule for when they're gonna grow. We kind of know when they're gonna bear fruit because they've been here a long time. But for us, we've only been here, a lot. Some of us, uh, a lot. Different ages. I'm fucking 31. Some of you are 20. Some bushes bear fruit after you bearing them the first time 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Some you gotta wait 3, 5 years. 10 years for it to 15 years for it to bear one fruit. But then woo, some of them fruits be like, damn, they were worth the wait. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it might be like that with you. Your vision is like, it might be 1 year in the future. It could be 20 years in the future, man. 30 years. Are you going to work on yourself in the meantime, though? Or are you going to let go? Are you going to give up because, it's too long of a wait? Come on, bro. You don't even know how good your fruit's going to taste to the world. Just look at what I'm talking to everybody through. Whoever watches this video, I'm talking through a rock. Through a, you know what I'm saying? A well-constructed mineral that has been refined to the point where you can talk to somebody through a rock and charge that rock with rocks that you turned into metals, or from rocks. Basically that. Boom. I don't even know what else to say. See what I'm saying? So vision, work on your vision. You don't have to know how it's gonna happen, when or where, but you have to understand why so that you can know what it is that you want to do. So first, who are you? And what are you gonna do? Body, mind, soul, or spirit, soul, vision. God, self, or self, the world. What are you going to give? Like I said, fam, change the story you tell yourself about yourself, and the story about yourself will change. Ain't nothing but love. All right, have a great one.